Hey guys, it's me. It's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you have time, please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who may like it as well. Now, you may notice that the setup is a little bit different today, a little clearer, a little bit more centered. I got blessed, and one of my friends and subscribers and client gave me for Christmas a selfie tripod. Isn't that cool? Look at what a big difference that makes. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. I had a tripod before, but it stuck to the table over here. So it wasn't quite centered. It was always off center. Now it's perfect. So thank you so much, Tomas. He gave me 3 gifts, as a matter of fact. This is the 3rd gift. So thank you so much. This is going to make our video so much cooler, and the light right here is so perfect, right guys? Now I can say what I gotta say in the perfect light, in the perfect setup. All right, so let's talk about something that was very interesting to me. Several different Aquarius on several different occasions have asked me the same question, and I don't experience this very frequently or to the extent that they do. So I wasn't really able to give an answer. I just asked other people about it, and I came up with what I'm getting ready to tell you. Several Aquarius, maybe like 20, have told me that they have the hardest time with laughing or giving an inappropriate kind of response, emotional response, at different times. For example, one was telling me that he always giggles at funerals. And I'm like, so do you think the funeral is funny? He's like, no, I don't know why. I just giggle at funerals. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm usually overwhelmed with the emotion that's in the room at a funeral, so I don't like going to them. But he was saying for some reason they make him giggle. Another Aquarius was telling me that whenever somebody brings up intense topics, she starts to laugh. Like every couple of seconds throughout the conversation. And she was like, don't nothing be funny, but for some reason it makes me laugh. And I'm like, well, you know, some people do suffer from a kind of nervous laughter. So I was like, maybe the situation makes you anxious and it makes you laugh in a nervous kind of way. So that's a potential for that particular situation. But from the Aquarius that I talked to and from the people that I asked about this, what I've come to find is that because Aquarius are strange with our emotions, strange with expressing them sometimes, you know, some of us have a really hard time even knowing what's going on with us. I was talking to an Aquarius today, and I was saying, I have to interview myself. I have to ask myself, yo, what is wrong with you? I have to ask myself that question to figure out what's going on with me sometimes. So I think that because Aquarius have that, a lot of us, not all of us, a lot of us have that issue with emotion and expressing emotion and trusting our emotions and all that kind of stuff. Because some of us have that issue, I think that sometimes we give inappropriate responses, you know, to different emotional things that happen, because we're not used to it, or we're uncomfortable with it, or we're anxious, like in the case of the female she was saying, or maybe she's anxious. So I was like, you know what, that's got to be what it is. So those of us who are more comfortable with our feelings, more comfortable with our emotions, will probably not do that. I don't have a tendency to do that sometimes, and I'll tell you, this probably happens with Aquarius too. When it happens with me, and this might happen with some of the other ones, some of the times it's because I thought of something in that moment that made me laugh. Not so much like I said funerals, but for example, I could be having a conversation. I'll give you a perfect example. One time, my daughter's father and I used to argue like cats and dogs. I mean, the Aquarius Capricorn, man, we used to be going through it. So anyway, one day we were arguing about something, I don't know what, and this song came on the radio that he and I used to always make fun of. He used to always make fun of this song. And we were in a car with like 4 other people. And we were arguing back and forth, and the other people are like, you know how people get uncomfortable when you start arguing because they don't know where it's going to go. They're all looking like, okay. So we're arguing back and forth, and the song comes on, and I bust out laughing. So it wasn't that the situation was funny, it's that something came to my mind that was funny, and in this case, it came on the radio because we were driving in a car with people listening to the radio, and I bust out laughing, and everybody looked at me like. And then he started laughing. And then we both were just cracking up. And everybody was staring at us like, what the heck just happened? And the whole argument, whatever the petty little fight was, went right out the window. And we just started laughing and talking about something else, you know? Sometimes that's all it takes is for the tension to get broken by laughter or something like that. Some kind of positive vibration. And it breaks in, and then everything is okay. At least for a little while. Because we argued again, I'm sure. So that's what I think that it is. I think that because our minds are quick. So they're like making connections. So we could be talking to somebody about something and it makes a connection, and then we don't have a good impulse control. So we might start laughing, you know? So that's one time when it happened with me that was profound. And it was profound because so many people were in the car, and everybody was talking about it afterwards, like, yo, what just happened? And I was like, yo, we always make fun of that song, and I could not hold it in. And then everything was just cool after that. So like I said, I mean, that's one reason. And then, like I said, not being used to dealing with emotion, not really liking to deal with emotion. A lot of us don't even like it. Me personally, I don't mind emotion, to be honest with you. Especially if I'm in a relationship with someone. If I'm in a relationship with someone and I don't have any emotion, that's somebody I probably don't like that much. 9 times out of 10. If it's any kind of relationship and I don't have any emotion towards them at all, then it's probably somebody I'm really not feeling, but I'm in that relationship for some reason, you know, like they're a family member, or, we have some kind of a business association or something like that. So if it's a person that like, a lover or something like that, if I don't have any emotion towards them, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. And also remember, like, one thing that goes along with all of the stuff that I'm talking about right now is that Aquarius are what I would call quirky, eccentric. Those are the words that come to mind. So also, if they do something strange, like laugh at something, it could be one of those eccentric, quirky kind of things, It could be something else going on there. But I think that 9 times out of 10 is that they thought of something in that second that cracked them up. Or is something about their ability to deal with emotion is off. So when they get uncomfortable, giggling or laughing or something, some type of emotional response happens that's not appropriate for the situation. So because I heard this from so many Aquarius, I wanted to mention it to you guys. So if you're an Aquarius, or if you love an Aquarius, do they ever laugh at strange times? Do they ever laugh like at situations when you be looking like, why are you laughing? Do they ever do that kind of thing? Tell me in the comment section. I would love to hear about it. So guys, it's time for me to get going. So first of all, I want to tell you, if you would like to get a reading done, please email me and I'll hook you up. I'm going on vacation January the 9th. So I'm going to be working the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. So I still have some more openings for readings before I actually leave. Also, underneath this video is going to be my email, so you can email me for an appointment. And if you want to talk with me on social media, that information is underneath there as well. And if you would like to become a patron on Patreon, my Patreon information is going to be underneath this video too. So thank you for being here, and come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See ya.